Hello, it is Monday. Welcome to a new weekly reading vlog. So we are kicking off February quite well. I've already finished one book yesterday. It's now the second. And I should be starting Quicksilver by Callie Hart today. I'm not sure what I want to read next physically. So I do have my TBR. I just moved my jammies. Sitting up here, you can't really see it because of my cushion. But my physical TBR is here. I'm thinking maybe. Oh, I was just knocked over my bookmark. I am thinking maybe Our Wives Under the Sea, because it's a nice short book, and that'll get a book done. This is a book I've borrowed from Bobby, so I think I might start this physically, and then read Quicksilver as a ebook, because I only have it as an ebook, and that way, depending on how I'm feeling, I can read both. Again, I've said this before, I'm not sure about Quicksilver because it's a fae book, but I'm starting to like the romance, the fantasy that's coming out, especially like, I don't know if it would count as romance. I don't understand the whole fantasy thing. Like, I understand it in concept. It's meant to be like, romantasy is like a romance focus with a fantasy backdrop, which is like a fantasy romance is a fantasy with a romance that just so happens to be in it, but it's not the main focus. And fantasy technically encompasses all of it. But yeah, I'm getting along a lot more with a lot of the fantasy that's been released these days, so hopefully that continues, and I do like it, but I've thus far never enjoyed a fantasy romance with fae. So we shall see how that goes. The closest I've come to enjoying a fantasy romance with fae is Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunter series, but it was my least favourite. The most fae-heavy book, or the most fae-heavy series, which is the Blackthorn series, is my least favourite series. So, and it wasn't like fae... I don't know how to explain it. I already understood the world of the fae that they had. It wasn't like getting into the courts and stuff like that. I understood that from the other books, where it was mentioned but not as part of the romance, like not as part of like a lot of the story. And before you go into the fae worlds, you're already familiar with what's going on. It's hard to, I don't, like the Shadowhunter books are mainly focused on the Shadowhunters, and then you add in like the vampires and the wizards and the wizards. Is my mistake? Warlock. Oh my god. I knew it was the wrong word. Like, you add in the vampires and the warlocks and the werewolves and the fae. Like, you sprinkle them in to the point where you're comfortable with them, whereas this is like, boom, fae. So we'll see how that goes. I'm definitely going to give it a try, because I think, based on other people's opinion of it, I might like it. But first I'm going to sit and watch some YouTube. I've got some videos that I want to watch, and then... Chris Clemens does like outfit roasts of all the different award shows, and after seeing some of the outfits at the Grammys, am I primed for this. I am so excited about this video. I've been looking forward to it, and I got a notification that it was put up 39 minutes ago according to my TV. 39 minutes ago, and you best bet I'm going straight for that one because it's beautiful. But yes, I'm going to go watch that. I will have to have lunch as well, but I'm just not that hungry right now. That'll probably change very soon. I need to get to jammies and chill out. I might wait and I don't know whether to wait and get to jammies later or not after I've showered, but it doesn't matter. We'll see. Hello and welcome to this new angle. It is Tuesday. I am reading Quicksilver. I'm not going to locked. Don't want to give you spoilers. I'm on chapter 7. I don't know why I did that. I am reading Quicksilver by Callie Hart, and I'm on chapter 7. We're about to start chapter 7, and I think we're starting to get interesting. I totally would have DNF'd before now, but I'm trusting the process. That's really annoying me. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm trusting the process because so far I've been enjoying a lot of the fantasy books that are coming out. I think I said that before, and so I'm trusting the process of it. I was just to look at character art, to get an idea of what the characters look like, because I just don't, like, I understand what Quicksilver, what Kingfisher's meant to look like from the cover, but I have no idea what Ceres is meant to look like. So I thought I'd just have a quick look. And it's actually made me more excited to read it. That's good. I'm just kind of like flopped against the side, holding my Kindle. Days like this are when I'm glad I have the Kindle, because I can hold the Kindle, but I wouldn't be able to hold a book. The muscles in my arm are just not having it. I'm tempted to go to bed, but it is only, I want to say 9 o'clock. 20 past 9. It's later than I thought. I'm tempted just to go lie in bed and read in bed. Again, because I've got my Kindle, I can do that in a way I couldn't do it with the book. So I could just go to bed. I went to bed early last night. Like, I was asleep around 10 o'clock, and I needed it. This looks really weird. Yeah, I was asleep around 10 o'clock, and I needed it. I seriously needed it. Hamish did stop me from getting a lot of sleep, because he was constantly scratching or moving. He's feeling a bit sorry for himself. He's got the vet on Thursday, so I phoned and I was like, we broke our streak. Can he come to the vet? But he's really scabby, and he's part of his tail's starting to go. Well, he's always had a bald patch on his tail. The entire time I've had him, he's always had like a bald patch. And I thought it was maybe like an injury that's just, the hair's never come back. But now it's getting more bald. I'm starting to get worried he's got scabies, but I don't know how he would have scabies, because we don't have other dogs. There's no way he's being in contact with like a fox or another animal. Like, he's not been anywhere, but we've not had our eyes on him. So I don't know. And he gets all these like flea and tick and all that medication, so I don't know where he would have picked it up. I might just be a dermatitis allergy. I've started just now like doing an extra rinse on the, like, anything that he's going to be touching, just in case it's the washing stuff. But yeah, he had a bath tonight and he's not as itchy. But it's the thing, the baths really help, and then it comes back. So I'm like, might be, we've been bathing him for a while now, or for like a few weeks, because normally, like, we get this, because he's a Scot, he's got dry skin anyway. Like, he's got issues with his skin, and we've got this medicated shampoo from the vet, and it's like whenever this his skin issues pop up, it's just like wash him with the thing every week for so long, and then it should correct itself. And this time it just isn't. So I'm hoping that it's some kind of like contact dermatitis, maybe with the, like I say, with the thing. Again, the only thing that's making me think he maybe has scabies is the fact that it keeps coming back, and that he's starting to lose hair on his tail. Like, the rest of him's fit, like, not the rest of him, he's got scabby bits on his back, scabby bits on his, like, underside, but that's really it. Like, but the scabby bits just keep coming back, and we can't work out why. Like, it goes away with the washing, the itching goes away, and then you leave him, and it just, so I don't know if it's, we'll find out on Thursday. I could spitball for hours, and I still don't know what it is. So hopefully they'll do testing with him and see what it is. Hopefully it's something that they can give him something for, because if he has to get washed constantly for the rest of his life, him and or Kay are going to crack, because he doesn't like being bathed. Does not like it at all. So he is getting better. Like, he's getting better with his paws and stuff as well, because we've been wiping his paws when he comes in from the garden, because it's been just wet and soggy, and he likes to step and poop. So he's been getting his paws cleaned a lot. So he's been getting better with his paws. Like the other day, he literally had like a clear path just to walk back to the back door, but instead he took a detour and stood and pooped. And I was like, you did that on purpose. You did that on purpose, you little fuck. Like, he literally had to go out of his way to go and walk up for no other reason. For no reason. But it's fine. It's fine. He's just trying to wind me up. We've got like a paw cleaner. You put his paw in, It's got little bits that clean his paws. And he gets them dried with a towel. Or if he just yeah. So he's getting better with his paws, but anyway, I'm going to go back to reading, and then I probably will go to bed because I am so tired and just can't sleep yawning. Hello, if you can't tell, I've been to the gym. I've just taken my hair out of the hair tie because I looked like a weird egg with the hair up. Yeah, so I've just been to the gym and had dinner, and I'm away to go in the shower. I just want to pop in and say hi. It is Wednesday. I continued to read Quicksilver last night, and I got to, drumroll please, 21% in. I'm 21% in, so I'm gonna go, it's like, what time is it? 21:45. With that beautiful little full of Hamish on my watch. It is 9:45. I wish I'd gone to the shower earlier, but I have so little energy right now. The gym was absolutely killer. I've been sitting with my heat blanket on because for some reason, and there'll probably be like some kind of like scientific answer to this question, but for some reason after I work out, like I physically I can feel the heat coming off my muscles because obviously they've been worked. But I feel freezing cold, and I don't know why. I always have to warm up after the gym because I'm so cold and I feel really stiff and stuff. Oh my god, these spots on my face also really hurt, by the way. And I'm getting an absolutely killer headache. And the thing is, I drank a whole bottle of juice while at the gym, and this is how much I've had since coming back from the gym. I am drinking the liquids. I did the eaty thing, I did the drinking the liquids thing, I did the taking my meds thing, I did the going to the gym thing, and did the exercise thing. Just what more does my body want? What more does it want? So I'm gonna go in the shower because, like, this is gross, but my hair is still wet from I go back from the gym at like 8 o'clock-ish, and my hair's still wet. So I would like to go wash my hair, which is funny because I have the hairdresser tomorrow to sort out this nonsense, hence why I've pushed it to the side, and I'm going in the shower, so yeah. And yeah, I've got the hairdresser tomorrow, so she will be trimming my hair, and sometimes it's tempting just to get like a chop, but I want to grow my hair. I'm trying to grow it, but we're trying to keep it healthy and thick. But I'm just rambling now. I'm going to the shower. I'm trying to put it off because it's going to be so much energy. But I'm going to go in the shower and then probably have an earlier night than I probably would have. So you probably won't hear from me the rest of the night. So good night. Hello. It is Thursday, obviously, because I've been to the hairdressers and had my hair cut. I cannot explain to you how soft my hair feels right now. Like, it is so soft. It's actually so nice to touch. It's proper silky smooth, which is nice. I just yawned and my jaw cracked. Must have rated it. Oh my god, I'm getting delusional. Ow, did you hear that? I'm getting a wee bit delusional in my tiredness. What have I just done? Stop touching your hair, you nut. Anyway, right. What we're here to talk about. I edited a vlog today. It was the first full week of January, so the 5th to the 11th. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, to the 11th, yeah. And it was an hour and a half of raw footage. So what I've learned is I talk loads of shite, frankly. But I'm coming to update you. I am 30-something% through, 34% through Quicksilver. And funnily enough, I put on Becca and The Books, Shelve It or Scrap It, to watch earlier. And she also read Quicksilver, but obviously since she was doing that, filmed and edited and stuff, she finished it. So I've got some interesting points at where she says things happen. Although she explained what happened, but she was like, this is the point where so she was like about 30-ish% in is where she started to feel it picked up, and that's where I am now. So yeah, something has just happened, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a bit like, okay, because I'm like, where are we going with this? Because Yeah. It's given a little bit of yeah. And I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, so far, I don't particularly like Kingfisher. I don't particularly like Ceres. I don't particularly like Everlyn. Lydia. I can't remember her name. But she's acting like a child, and I get that Fae are like old, like they live for ages, and so they're probably slowed in their. It's like hobbits. Hobbits live for longer than humans, so they age at a different like a different level. So, like, for example, Frodo. I think, is it Frodo that's 50 when he leaves the Shire, and that's like now he's an adult. Like, can you imagine getting to 50 and like now you're an adult? Before that, they're still considered kids. I can't remember if it's Frodo or Bilbo. I think it's Frodo. And like Merry and Pippin, I think Pippin's the youngest, and he's like in his 20s, and he's still considered like a kid, like a teenager type thing. So like, I assume that the Fae they remind me of. I'm seeing the elves from Lord of the Rings. That's why I'm like comparing it, because for the woman whose name I can't remember, I keep saying like Galadriel, because she's tall and pale and has blue eyes and white blonde hair. So I keep saying Galadriel. I was seeing Arwen at first, but she's got dark hair. So now I'm kind of seeing her for Ceres, because Ceres has dark hair. I can't imagine things I've not seen before. And then, oh no! My jammies are ripped. I like these jammies. Oh, ripped on a seam. Oh, that's annoying. Anywho, yeah, so I keep imagining them like the elves from Middle Earth. And so I'm like, if they live, because she's like over 1,000 years old, well over 1,000 years old, like a decent chunk over 1,000 years old. So I'm like, if they age slower, she's still probably considered an adult. Like, I still would expect that at 1,000 years old, you would be considered an adult in most societies. But she's acting a bit like a toddler who's not getting her way sometimes. And I don't like that in characters. I don't like that feature in characters, because you're an adult, act like it. Like, can I have my moments? Yes, but not constantly. Like, if you're having those moments constantly, you need to have a look into that. Because not being able to like deal with stuff like an adult when you are an adult is not fantastic. Anyway, she's over 1,000 years old, and sometimes she's acting like they're all doing like all the well, Ren's fine, but like again, Kingfisher, although he's got some issues going on, obviously with the title Quicksilver, and Becca was talking about it as well in her vlog. Callie Hart has brought in some of the aspects of Quicksilver, because there's these portals that they have that they can go between different realms, and they are made from Quicksilver, and you can't touch the Quicksilver because you'll have adverse effects, and the more you touch the Quicksilver, the more adverse effects, like a kind of madness, and that comes from the whole concept of, or not the concept, the whole fact that Quicksilver, or Mercury as we know it, Quicksilver is a name for Mercury. It's what they used to call it, because obviously it's silver in appearance, and the quick part comes from what the term used to be for alive. So like, if you think of the phrase the quick and the dead, the quick is people who are alive, the dead are the dead. So Quicksilver means silver that is alive. So because it is a liquid at room temperature, it moves in a way that's almost, like, you can almost perceive as sentient. Sometimes the way, like, it because it doesn't soak into things either, it just lies on top of them, which is why you need to have proper disposal methods. You can't just mop it up with a cloth. It won't go on the cloth. Or tissue, it won't do it, but it will absorb into humans. So yeah, she's incorporated this into the world, and it's really, really interesting. I'm only 34% in the way in, so I'm not like seen a lot of it, but like I say, Becca was talking about it, and I find it really interesting. So I really do want to like finish this book. And I think I'm having a real bad time right now with my pain. Like, I went to the gym yesterday, and my PT had me do different exercises, with higher weights. And like the whole point of me being there is to try and strengthen my muscles. So we're doing like starting to lean into more muscle strengthening. So like less reps, higher weight, rather than doing a lower weight with more reps. So yeah, I am sore. I think my feet are the only things that aren't that sore. But my calves, they're sore. My legs, they're sore. My arms, they're sore. My back, my ribs, sore. My tummy muscles, abs, sore. Neck, sore, but that's a totally different thing. And I just feel rough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my meds and go to bed. I will finish this chapter. I think it says I've got like 2 minutes left, 4 minutes left in the chapter. So I'm going to finish this chapter and go to bed. Yeah. I'll speak to you later. Hello. It is Friday. It's Friday. Just call me Rebecca Black because I have been singing Friday all day. Right, this is really annoying. My hair's just not for having it today. I have book mail. One of which I already opened because it was just in a bubble pack. Oh, that's Kate getting stuff in the kitchen. And that is To Play by Ellie Hazelwood. I don't necessarily know what this is about. I'm assuming it's something to do with video games. Because, well, aesthetically it just seems like it's about a video game. Well, there's artwork. I'm not showing you that artwork because it's not that kind of artwork that I can show. It's not too bad. Everybody's dressed. I'll just show you. So this is another one to add to the TBR. It's only 187 pages, so that's not too bad. I'm doing a great job of getting my TBR down, by the way. Excellent job. And I also have a broken binding box. I have opened it because, well, not opened it, like, I've not opened it fully, but you don't care. So, let's have a look. What's in here? I know exactly what's in here. Oh, and she's chunky. Right, let me get this wrap off and then I'll show you the book, because I know what it is, because it's it's not a subscription box, it's like an I ordered it box. Okay, this is how much of that stuff was in there, and then it's wrapped in bubble wrap. They are taking no chances with this book. Whew, okay, that's all the packaging, kind of. So it is then wrapped in wrapping paper. This feels so nice, with recyclable tape as well. Will I be like my gran and get in this way and just make you wait? This is a book that I already have, that I've already read, and the Broken Binding released a deluxe edition that is the edition that was in America that we couldn't get in the UK, and I was so gutted because it's absolutely stunning. And I'm getting quite annoyed, not necessarily this, but I keep seeing like things being announced, like the other day. I mean, yes, like this, because it was announced like, oh, we're getting a special edition. Nowhere did it say it was America only until you followed the link to try and order it. And then there was an author yesterday whose books I love, who will be like who is an autobi author, who had posted being like, oh, the book's on NetGalley now. Went to NetGalley, couldn't find it. Went to the comments and other people are like, can't find it. It's on American Netflix. It's on American NetGalley, not UK NetGalley, so I can't see it. So it's like, can you just say in your post that it's for US only, UK only, like international, please? So, here we go. Let you see the edges first. Oh, that's stunning. That is absolutely stunning. It is the deluxe edition of For Whom the Bell Tolls by J.C. Lynn. This is stunning. Like, absolutely stunning. I love this on the back. A memo from the help desk. 2 L's, not a typo. The following are for all future employees. Please note that these are not rules. If they were, the personality type often drawn to the help desk would break them out of spite. Instead, consider the following to be guidelines. Things will get weird. Depending on your sense of humour, it might be funny, but I can guarantee things will, at some point, get weird. Dealing with souls can take a toll on you. Cope with that however you need to. A lot of us prefer puns. Leave snacks unattended in the break room at your own risk. If you see a 3-headed dog that is not a regular hellhound, please call the underworld. Cerberus has gone out again. Always read your memos. I'll see you in hell. Good luck. Lily. Oh, I love hell spells so much. I'm so excited because I get the art. Yes. I've started a rewatch of Hell Spells. I say that like it's a skit that someone does on TikTok, and it then became this. Well, she's kind of co-writing the book alongside, so that the book takes place before. There's actually a scene in the book, the last bit of the book, the last scene in the book, is one of the skits. So the book is set like before, about how Belle and Lily meet. So there's that. So Belle is a demon and Lily is a mortal who has died and crossed over to the other side. She was only 30-ish when she died, in her 30s when she died, due to cancer, which kind of hits a bit close to home because I have a friend who died exactly at 30 due to cancer. So yeah, but I've been watching this skit a lot longer than like that was only a couple of years ago. Anyway, so here's the naked hardback. Oh, I love the purple. It says, together they walked towards hell. And then at the front we've got Lily at the help desk. It says help desk, FANFO, which is the sort of motto of the help desk, which means walk around and find out. And there's Belle. And then little like demon carvings, but this is so cool. She literally runs a help desk in hell. And then here is the back art, which is gorgeous. So obviously we've got Belle, and then we've got Lily, and then Chucky in the background there. It's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. And then Belle up the top there as well again. Honestly, I love this. I love the skit. I love the book, and I am so happy I have this edition now. Hello, it is Saturday, and I'm just getting ready to go on last minute sprints that Tori's decided to host. I'm gonna have to start straightening my fringe because I just dried it, and it's like going to this side. I wanted to just be like straight in the middle. It's fine. It's fine, and now I've touched it, it started separating again. Amazing. So yeah, Tori's hosting the last minute sprints. I am still reading Quicksilver. I'm 66% in, so 2/3 of the way in. I also just washed my face, so my face is wet. Not wet, but like still feeling damp. I should really put moisturiser on. I don't know, like I've been using this blemish control stuff, and yet I'm still breaking out, and I don't understand why. It started out really annoying. Anyway, it's probably stress or something, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm 2/3 of the way through Quicksilver, and honestly, I'm still not sure about it. Like, I'm interested to find out what's, like, I want to know the lore and what's happening and who certain people are and what's happened, and yada yada yada. I don't know how much of that we'll find it in this book or in Brimstone or in, I think there's another book. I think I thought this was a geology, but I'm pretty sure there's a third book coming out. So, yeah, I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. Put my watch back on. Yeah, hopefully I can get this finished today. According to the Kindle, I've got 3 hours and 15 minutes left. I don't know if that includes like any bonus content, or I'll obviously include like the acknowledgements, but that's usually just like a couple of pages, so I don't know. I think after it I'm going to try and read Dating and Other Theories by Susanna Nix, because I think I'm going to DNF that book. But I started reading it, like I tried it, and it wasn't too bad. Like, I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm vibing with this writing style, so we shall see. But yeah, I'm not even getting out my jammies today. I was supposed to go to the gym today, and I'm in too much pain. Like, my pain is, like, too high. This is the thing that's quite annoying. I'm supposed to be going to the gym to try and get stronger to help with the dislocations and the pain and all that jazz. And all that's happened is my pain is higher than ever. So I'm going to trust the process for like a year or until my body crashes out. But considering I might have to get not one but 2 surgeries this year, we shall see how it goes. Honestly, this breakout is horrendously, like, I've got, this one's healing up now, but I've got one here, and one here. This wasn't even a breakout. One here, and they're really, really sore. Like, they're really sore and angry. This was a little spot that ended up just being, I just scratched it too much. This was me accidentally catching, like, I went to move my hair out the way and I caught my skin with my nail and I actually gouged a bit of flesh out. So the rest of it's all blemishes though, which is amazing considering I've been consistently using the anti-blemish stuff. I don't know if it's, I have just recently this week done my depot because I get the Sienna Press, which is the at-home one. So I don't know if, like, suddenly adding like a boatload of progesterone into my body has had an effect. I don't really know that much about hormonal acne or anything like that. But yeah, normally it's not this bad, but today it's just like, this week it's just been really painful and like up front. So anyway, I'm going to go and get Sprint set up because you're currently on my laptop and I need that for Sprints. Hello. I went to start recording there and I just had really, like, 2 really big sneezes, which was like, you know, the ones where you feel it from like here. Anyway, I'm now 87% into Quicksilver. It is now Saturday. I did not vlog yesterday. I just didn't. I've not been to the gym today because I feel horrendous still. So much pain. So much pain. So I've not been to the gym today, which is fine. I'm easing into it. I am on sprints with Tori and Jim and Becca for Series TB Marathon sprints. And like I say, I'm 87% of the way into Quicksilver. I started off at 66%. And I have some thoughts. I would put you down, but then I think, let me see. Okay, hopefully you're not getting too much of the sound from the laptop dying a death. There's a weird angle. I'll sit up a bit. Ooh. Is this a better angle? Maybe a little bit. I'm not all the way down there. I've like sunk into my chair as I've been reading. Yeah, so I have thoughts about this. So I couldn't figure out what it was that was irking me about this book. There was something that just wasn't sitting right with me, and I've realised what it is that it should really be a dual point of view. So much more of this book would make sense if we could see what was going on in Kingfisher's head. And personally, I think it would be a lot more interesting if we could see what's going on in Kingfisher's head. If you know what I mean. If you've read the book, you will know what I mean. Also, I 87% of the way in, and for a while now, I have been cursing Carrion Swift, or as I call him, Roadkill Boy, because Carrion is, yeah. So I'm just like, somebody needs to like knock this boy down a peg, and something's just happened, and I'm like, damn it, I like him. Why do I have to like him? He's funny. Like, he told a joke and it was really funny. And that's not what made me like him, but it's part of what made me like him. But yeah, I am annoyed that I like Carrion Swift. But yeah, there's just bits of this book that I think would make more sense and would aid the plot and the pacing if we had a point of view from Kingfisher. Frankly, that's what I would have told if I was like involved in any way with this book. That's what I would have said to the author. We need to see Kingfisher's point of view, even if it doesn't even need to be like I know some books like switch off each chapters from a different point of view. You like even just a handful of chapters from Kingfisher's point of view would have just made so much more sense to me, and I just think it would have helped with the overall pacing of the book and the overall story of the book, because there's things that just kind of feel like they come out of left field, and I think if we like, later on, things get explained, and I'm like, right, okay. And then I'm like, that, if at the time that scene was from Kingfisher's point of view, it would have made a lot more sense. Because what she's seeing it's not really that consequential. Like, it's his actions that she is viewing that we're seeing in the book, in the chapter. So why not make the chapter from his point of view, and we can both see his actions and his motivations? It just, to me, would make so much more sense if we had a dual POV. So, yeah. Also, I had to start vlogging because I'm so mad. I'm so mad that I like Kyrie Swift. I'm so mad that he's grown on me. Oh, why? Why did he have to grow on me? Don't you dare open that door, Hamish. He opened the door. At least the washing machine's not on. It's just the tumble dryer. He better be getting himself a drink though, I tell you. Okay, he's getting himself a drink. That's fine, I'll let him away with it. There are literally times he goes and he will push the door open and then just walk back and lie down while the machine's on a spin. He tried to do it earlier and Kay was like, no. But yeah, I'm going to get back to reading this. According to this, I've got an hour and 11 minutes left in the book. I don't know how much of that is book. I don't know if there's anything in the back of it, like a chapter sampler or, you know. So, according to this, I've got an hour and 11 minutes left, 42 minutes left in the sprint. I'm not going to finish it in the sprint, but, you know, I need to lock in and finish this. Hello, it's Sunday, and I need to jump in the shower, but I'm cooking tea, so we'll see how I go later, jumping in the shower. I have been on sprints all day with Becca, Lisa, Tori and Smash, and I've managed to get like 47% of the way through Reality Check by Lizzie Huxley Jones. What's wrong with me? And it's an arc that I've got, and I'm really struggling. Like, I really want to do it. Like, it's just turned really catty. Like, it's a sapphic book, and it's just suddenly turned really catty, where, like, somebody's getting pissy at somebody for lying to them, while also lying to that person. So it's like, pot kettle. Can we get our priorities straight here? So yeah, I really want to DNF it, but I also don't, because it's an arc, and I'm like, maybe it'll change, but oh my god, I don't like these characters. Like, they've just suddenly, one of them's just turned, and I'm just like, absolutely not. I don't like you. I don't like you. So, I was also like, already kind of just a bit meh. So this is about two women who are part of a sort of dating competition. So it's kind of like Married at First Sight meets Love is Blind idea. So 10 women and 10 men are in different dorms, and they have a date with each other. Like, they all have, the first 2 days, they have like 1 hour date slots with each other, but they can't see each other. They're in different rooms with like a wall between them, so they can't see each other, but they can speak to each other. And then they have to pick who they want to see again, and then they get to see each other, and then they get to go on like actual dates and stuff like that, and then at the end of the 2 weeks they get married. But like, if you're not chosen by somebody, like if you're not mutually chosen by somebody, you're out, basically. And like, it's really sleazy, a lot of the things. Like, I think one of the points of the book is to reflect on the seedy nature of these kind of shows, because like, the producer are making decisions for the contestants that aren't really that good. They say they're all about like the mental health and stuff of the people, but like, they're really not. Like, they're really, you know, it's a business, so they're treated like a business. But the characters are just boring me. Like, there's all these women, and I cannot tell one from the other. And they're all just like, one of them is like attracted to a guy who is an alpha male, and she's like, oh my god, he's just so lush. And I'm like, babe. Like, there's one of them that's like a girl's girl, but she's actually really snidey. And I understand a lot of it is the point, but all the characters are kind of bleeding into one because none of them have any discernible personalities. Beyond the fact that they're there to find a man, which, again, I think the whole like patriarchy, misogyny thing, I think is meant to be part of the point of the book, but it's not coming across very well. Like, it's just coming across, a lot of it is now just coming across really catty, and I might just be missing the point, but I'm not liking it. I'm not getting it the way I think it's meant to be coming across. Like, it really does feel like pitting women against each other, which, again, the whole point of the show, part of the show, is pitting these women against each other. And one of them's, like, kind of clued into the fact that obviously that's what's happening. But, I don't know, it's just not hitting quite right for me. So I don't know what I'll do. I don't know if I'll keep reading it or not. We'll have to see. Hello, it is later on Sunday. As you can tell, I have now showered. And I have also decided to DNF reality check. I got halfway through, like to the 50% mark, and the characters were just being insufferable, or at least one of the characters was being insufferable. And it, like, in a really bad way, everything just got really catty. And I mean catty and petty and just nasty. From the love interest, from one of the female main characters, and yeah, I was like, how is somebody reacting like this? Like, I could not get over how she'd reacted to something. So then I was like jumping through, reading a few bits of each chapter to see when we kind of got over it. No, like, literally, the rest of the book was just catty nonsense, while also just, yeah, it was just nasty. And some of the representation in this of women was just, just not for me. So I decided to DNF it. I think, not that it matters to you because this is the end of the vlog, I think what I'm going to do next is read Our Infinite Fates, because this is the next biggest book on my TBR. But I will not be reading this beautiful edition. And it's not because it's beautiful, but it is stunning. It is absolutely gorgeous. But I will not be reading this. I will be reading the ebook of it, because this is a misprint. And it is missing pages. I don't know if it's obvious that it's missing pages, but it has been marked as a misprint by the publisher. And so there's no point in trying to read it because it's missing pages. And I don't know where. Like I say, I don't know where the pages are missing. So they will be sending me out. What annoys me is Waterstones advertised this the other day as in-store on their Instagram. And I was like, the ones in store will be a misprint because it said it'll be getting redone and resent out on the 10th of February. So it is currently the 8th of February? Yes. So yeah, it's not being reprinted yet. So I don't know. Don't buy this in stores if it's not after the 10th. Yeah, so given this is a misprint, I'll just read it on ebook. It's like 390 something pages, allegedly. I don't know I'm not entirely sure where the misprint is. Like, if there's missing pages and it's been numbered incorrectly, so that the 393 pages is actually like 400 and something pages, or if it's that you go through and it jumps from like, say, 252 to 255 and there's pages missing. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I'll just read it as an ebook. But yes, that is me heading off. Not to bed, because I'm going to stay up and read a little bit. Maybe. I'm thinking about having a cup of tea. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Thanks very much for watching. If you want to leave an emoji for me to let me know what you were here, if you leave a lizard emoji for this little guy. I also discovered these little arm moves. Yeah, this makes me so happy. So leave me a little lizard for him. And I will see you next video. Bye.